Hey everybody, it is Illy Trading. I am here to do my end of the week recap of what happened this past week. So, if we go back to the previous videos that I did earlier in the week, I spoke about doing some possible sell-offs. We're going to start off with Japan 225 because you already know it's my favorite. So, here on the 1 hour, we can pop up to the 4 hour. It's all the same. Huge sell off. We already know that Japan is crazy, okay? Japan actually went past previous supports, and it tapped into my order block here. Woof, look at that. Not me actually being able to figure out an order block. Girl, I'm so excited for myself. Yay me. All right, so what am I looking for this coming week coming in for Japan? I'm looking for a buy up. I am looking for a buy up. Now, I would be interested to see how far we go for this buy up, but I believe in if I get a great entry point, I'm going to ride it until it taps me out. I feel like we're at a good area where we recently was able to we did a nice run up in this area. Now, granted, if you look right here at this zone here, this was support. This is where we actually really took off, but we passed that. Hmm. So because of my context clues, right? I'm thinking like, okay, cool. We hopped into this order block to get some money to do a write up. Now, I'm still looking for shorts after this. I'm going to ride it up to a good area that I think that it will reach, and I will be playing it on the safe side. I don't want to overextend myself. I'm not sure if we're really going to come back up to 68,790 or if we're going to be kind of teetering in this area. Now, on the 4 hour, like I said, just looking at the market structure on the 4 hour, we took out this low here, but we did not take out this low here, but we did hit an order block. So, it would be interesting to see. So for right now, in the beginning of the week, I will be looking for a buy up. Midweek, I will be doing a recap to see what the chart decided to do. And then go from there, figure out what my trades would be for the end of the week. I am technically for right now bullish, only for a short while for a sell-off. But we shall see. We really shall see because this chart, it tells me that we can still be bullish, but I also see that we can probably be possibly going into a market. And the bear market is just because we're so overextended. I mean, we have support here. We did a lot of consolidating and then zoomed up, hit resistance, came back down, came up, did a little something, boop, and came up. Now, I don't know. We could be still trying to get some recent highs, but I do think like we may be kind of doing a nice little pullback. So let's see how it goes for this week coming in. So again, I am bullish to a certain extent. I'm going to do a buy up, and I'm waiting to see what we're going to do in this area where we have recently some pullbacks and some sell down at. So I will be interested to see what we do at this area of about 67, 66, probably like 66, 900, 67, 100. So I'll be interested to see what we do there. NASDAQ, whew, look at that candle, man. When I tell you, when I see red, I just get so excited. So excited. I definitely got a piece of that. I got a piece of the Japan sell-off and the gold and silver sell-off. Your girl was selling all day on Friday. And I sell to Tesla. Tesla is a stock that's in NASDAQ. So if it was selling off, I was betting that it was selling off as well. So I made about a cute little 150 on that or 130, whatever. And that's on my option account. On the Forex, I definitely did a lovely, I had a lovely day. I'm not even gonna lie. I did like over 500 ROI on silver. I did about like 120 or 150 ROI on Nasdaq and 150 on Japan. So I was very, very, very happy on Friday. My sales finally came through for me. All right, cool. So again, we are huge sell off. I'm looking for in the beginning of the week and possibly into the end of the week. I'm looking for us to be climbing back up, buying back up. Now, it will be interesting again to see, are we going to buy all the way up to 3,800 or are we going to start tapering off and not make we're not taking out any highs and start to sell off again. So let's see what we're doing. So for the market for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly, I'm looking for a nice strong buy back up to the 30,000 range. And we would like to, I want to see what we're doing. I really want to see, are we going to like hit this support resistance area here and come back down, or are we going to go past it to go back up? I don't know, but that's what I'm looking for. Just in market structure wise, I'm looking for that. On the 4 hour, we did not take out this previous low here, this nice little low here, but we did go through some other supports. Okay. So that would be interesting to see. All right. Next one is gold. Whoops. These gold. Oh, sorry. That's SPY. SPY is the same thing. Buy up. Gold. So for gold, I am bearish overall. I am still looking for gold to hit my area. I have been talking about this area interest for about probably like 2 months. But now that we are not that far away from it, if you look at it, we're really not that far. So if the price is around 4,300, I'm actually looking for it to go to 4,200. So that's really not that far. So again, what I'm looking for gold, I'm looking for a nice buy up in this area of support around 44.20 for a nice for a eventual nice little sell down to my area of 42.30 area. I don't even need this to like take out this area. I just needed to tap it. I think there's a lot of buyers in this area. And I think that's going to help us kind of zoom up. Because then once we start to see a strong buying strength, I do think we're going to start trying to go back for some recent highs. I think gold overall is bearish. I'm sorry, bullish for the next year or two. Um, we have a nice like little triangle coming down. But for right now, at least for the summer, I do think that we are bearish. And then hopefully we start to turn around and um, make some higher, go back to where gold was insane at 5,430. All right, silver, 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 silver. I used to hate silver. I now love silver. And plus, silver pays, especially on Forex. All right, so we finally broke out of these consolidation zones. I had a micro consolidation zone here and I have a large consolidation zone. Definitely broke out of it. So I would again be looking for a slight buy up to the support area of 71.16 for it to sell back down to my major support area of $62. So I'm looking for it to be in this area for then it to start buying up. That's what I'm looking for. So for this week, I will still be bearish. I will be slight bullish for the buy up to come back down. We did a major sell off recently. I love that for me. Um, and I love that for the price action. So again, looking for a slight buy up, come down. If not, if we continue to sell all the way down, your girl would be happy with that too. I'm just saying. I love that for me as well. Next one is oil. Oil had me tricked up. I was definitely very bullish on oil. Um, and just looking at market structure, I think overall we're in a huge consolidation zone, but I also see bearish moves on it. But if we're like looking at this kind of, I don't know what we're doing, honestly. We're still over this trend line here, which could be bullish, but market structure is telling me, I don't know. We got a lot going on with the market structure. I'm going to be honest. I will be keeping my eye close on oil. I'm not going to be doing any long-term holds on it. I think for right now, because I know we're in a consolidation zone and I don't know what the true direction is. But looking at my price, looking at the market structure, I will be looking for another sell on oil. If it starts showing me that we're not taking out this previous low right here, if it kind of comes down but bounces back up, I'm still looking for it to close this gap. And I'm sorry, this is UK oil. This is Brent crude oil for UK. We still technically did not close the gap on UK, but we did close the gap on the US. We did close the gap on oil in the US. So if you see right here, we definitely closed that. And then it started to sell off. We have another gap on the open from last Sunday that could possibly be a target area for us to kind of reach, touch, and then come back up to this area to, continue bullish. Now, if you're looking at this chart on the oil, again, I don't know what to make of it. So I will be doing short plays. I won't be doing any swing trades on this for me because honestly, we do have another gap here on the US oil that should be filled as well. And that brings us down to $84. So I'm not too sure what oil is doing. So I will keep my eye on the prize and be sure to just be diligent with my stop losses and TPs. I can't be doing really long TPs on it because I'm just not too sure what the trend is. It's just a lot of consolidating. It's just a huge consolidating zone. Let's look at the Doxy. Doxy. Ooh, look at that. I didn't even get the chance to look at Doxy this weekend. But this is why we sold off my correlations, right? This here finally broke out of consolidation zone and it is red. I'm sorry, green. It is green, green, green. This huge candle buyers coming in. So the dollar is higher, the dollar is stronger, which means the indices are lower. That means gold is lower. That means um silver is lower. Usually in my analysis that I've been doing, I have been seeing oil very strong when the Doxy is strong. So it's very a little off-putting to me to see that oil is still kind of bearish. So I'm just quite interested as to what's going on. So we almost made some target of the recent highs that we have to the left here. So we have a high at 100, like at 100.16, 100.27, and then 106.8 is the next big boy high. Now, with this market structure here, all right. We didn't even come back down to this area. So this tells me we have a goal. We have a goal. Our goal is to get this money up here. That is our goal. So with that in mind, that would kind of make me do long-term bearish moves on NASDAQ, possibly Japan, gold, silver. Now, granted, the dollar has been high, much higher than that, but we are looking for this money that's sitting right here. All right, so that is my Forex weekly outlook. So next week, if dollar continues to be if dollar continues to be bullish, I am bearish on the indices in gold and silver. I technically, in my mind, I'm still bullish on oil, but it just chart wise, it doesn't make sense to me. And I'm going to be frankly honest about that. So I am interested to see what oil is going to do next week. But those are my outlooks for the Forex pairs that I do. Unfortunately, your girl did try to go back to the Aussie and all the other stuff, but they were pissing me off. So I decided not to. So it was moving too slow for you, girl, and you know I have no patience. So just being honest. All right, so that's my recap, and I will see you guys on Wednesday for us looking at the charts to see how the plays are starting to play out or how they did play out. All right, later.